bring everybody in. Henry?
Yeah, we have a special guest today by the name of Tony Blauer. He's one of the best defensive tactic coaches in the world. I think for a lot of us, sometimes we have physically we're strong, but sometimes it's the mental game. I think we need preparation, and I think Tony Blauer is the man to help us out with that.
I developed an approach to combatives training that's really based on physiology and science. Everything we do, it has to have a physiological, a physics component, and a psychological component.
Tony Blauer is the head of the defensive combat tactics for the U.S., so he's someone that's really well recognized.
Let's first off talk about the word fear, because when I work with military, law enforcement, professional fighter, most of them don't like the word fear. It's got a negative connotation, right? So if I said to you guys, like, how many of you feel fear before a fight? Let me see a show of hands. How many of you are sweating, your breathing changes? How many of you feel like a tunnel vision happening? I mean, these are all physiological changes in fear. A lot of people don't realize that when your biochemistry changes, it affects how you think if nobody taught you about what those changes were, what to expect. So we need to understand the difference between the psychology of fear and the biology of fear. It's really understanding how to self-coach in partnership with your actual coach. And that's the psychology of understanding fear.
Tony was real good. He went over fear and how it affects us. To be honest, that's kind of the stuff that I already subscribe to, and part of my philosophy. And part of my mental strength is just being honest with myself and understanding the way I feel.
This is kind of like a missing piece. You guys, think about this. Your movement is completely mental at this level. You're not beginners, you're not intermediates, you're some of the best fighters in the world. Everything now is up here. Movement is mental. I want you to remember that every time you're in front of somebody, every time you want to pause, every time you want to quit. It's a conversation that you are having with yourself in your head.
I liked a lot of what he was saying. It's more of like really embracing your inner fear and understanding it, and understanding the feelings you feel when you're walking onto the cage. I think a lot of the guys are going to really benefit from hearing that.
When you feel that aggression and that animal instinct, everything changes, because the kicks and the punches look the same. Mindset, and use it. If you don't understand the distinction of fear and you're cavalier about that, you can't get to the conversation about why you're fighting and why you're doing every move. Everything you do should be on purpose. Movement's mental. That's all I got for you for now, guys. Thank you all.